What was interesting, or what is interesting about the Whitaker on Kangaroo Island is back in the 70s when I did some student volunteering work at the Adelaide Herbarium. There used to be a poster on the wall that'd been there for years, and it was in the main corridor to the herbarium part, and everyone had to walk past it on their way to do whatever they wanted in the herbarium. So, you know, hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of people have over the years walked past this poster. It was a poster of the plants of Kangaroo Island, and on it they had listed Drosophila ramelosa. Of course, I was then from Western Australia, freshly over from Western Australia. I knew immediately that Drosophila ramelosa wasn't supposed to be a South Australian species, so it just jumped out at me from this poster on the wall there. And then I remember Chedo Chedick saying that he'd found ramelosa on Kangaroo Island towards the northwestern end after a bushfire. Of course, Kangaroo Island does get its fair share of bushfires over the years. It's quite a regular event, especially up towards the Flinders Chase National Park, which is a reserve of native bushland, reserved since the early 1900s. And I think it's just these, and on the edge of this Flinders Chase National Park back in, I think it was 98, I think, when I went to Kangaroo Island. There was a particular form of Drosophila whitakeri that was discovered there that had a rotundifolia-like look to it. Very thin petioles and nice roundish pan-shaped lamina or traps to it. And I'm of the opinion that it's probably this that's been confused with Drosophila ramelosa on the northwestern end of Kangaroo Island, but I'm still open to the theory that it could be Drosophila ramelosa trapped on Kangaroo Island from when it probably crossed the Southern Land Bridge. But from the rest of the Whitaker on Kangaroo, it's more suggestive that it's just been confused with a varied plant that's on the way to being speciated out as something else in the Stolonifera complex. One I'm most interested in is the newly, sort of newly discovered Drosophila purpurescens from the Albany region of Western Australia. Again, that fits in with the Albany, Kangaroo Island, Southern Land Bridge theory. Fits in quite well there. So again, I hasten to add that people ought to get to the west coast of Tasmania and look for new plants there, especially since these new discoveries in Victoria. It's very suggestive that you might find maybe a new species on the west coast up in Praefolia-Country. Anyway, thanks very much for listening.